straight, just make it a straight line like that on the side seam. Okay, like that. Here as well on the back. We're going to do the shoulder seam from cross mark to cross mark. Forget about some of the markings that might have stretched out of that cross mark. The same here on the back, just like that. And then we're going to dip the armhole 1 inch down. So I'm going to go 1 inch from underneath the armpit to 1 inch there as well. And we're going to go 1/4 of an inch to nothing, like that. We're actually going to go in a little bit more there, see? 1/4 of an inch here at the drop level and making the new side seam there, like that. We're then going to take our French curve. We're going to put it on the majority of the dots from here to the drop line and make the new armhole. So that's the new armhole there. And the back, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go on the drop marking. It's less of a curve. Follow the majority of the dots here and then fill that in like that. Okay, we've got the neckline we need to put in. So just go ahead. We usually drop that about 1/8 of an inch on the front. So just going to go like that with about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 there. The back, you leave it as is. I'm just going to go ahead and fill in those dots. Waistline, we're just going to put it in like that. So we're just doing the majority of the dots. Down here. Okay. Now we're going to add the seam allowance, 1/2 an inch everywhere except for the neckline is 1/4. So I'm just going to add my 1/2 an inch down here, 1/2 an inch on the new side seam, like that, going out, 1/2 an inch on this side seam. Okay, 1/2 an inch on the hem, like that. Around the armhole, 1/2 an inch. So you're just going to mark it like that all the way around as well. 1/2 an inch here at the shoulder. The only part that's 1/4 is the neckline. So the neckline is just going to be 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, like that. 1/2 an inch here on the armhole of the back. Around the armhole, like that. 1/2 an inch on the back shoulder. And then we're just going to do 1/4 of an inch here on the back. All right. Let's cut this out. I'm going to cut on the cutting line itself, like this, and I will be right back. At the side seam and pin that here. Oops. It's a little harder to pin on the knit itself, but go ahead and just try your best to pin it. Same way. You can make them a little further apart, it's okay, like that. Putting any pin that I can find. And just going to the waistline. And then you want to pin the shoulders. It's matching up beautifully. You got the two sides there. It's hard to pin with a knit because a knit is going to fight you. But go ahead and do your best to make sure it's on the actual line. It's pinned together. Let's get it on the mannequin now.